Coming at ya. You know what? I had to get
Coming to
ya.
you live.
Remember that,
Wonder
Joey?
Live.
Coming at ya. You know what? I had to get ya.
Cypress Hill.
It's him, baby. Coming at ya. You know what? I had to get ya.
Coming to you live.
There you go.
How do you know where I'm at when you haven't been where I've been? Understand where I'm coming from?
You know what? I had to get ya. And oh, it's going to be a little recorded clip. Like remind you of that was weird. Classic CJ Square. Classic CJ Square. So what's up, America? We are back after a 1 week hiatus. Had to get some things right in my life. You know how that goes. Yes, yes,
Priorities.
yes, indeed. Oh, this is a priority too, but still had to get my stuff together. Can't come on this show half stepping, you know.
Stepping.
Yeah, go ahead and sing it, Joe. I know you're gonna sing it. Ain't no half
Put that
stepping.
cane up there. Put that cane up there.
Oh my goodness. Big Daddy Kane. Oh my goodness. That's old school hip hop. But they say that's that real hip hop.
Oh yeah.
Not that mumbo rap. Oh my goodness. Anyway, oh man, football is heating up, even though it's the off season. We got people getting signed. Oh, I just got it. Somebody gets deposited some money in my account. Let me see. Must be somebody. Oh, my brother just. Oh, you too. My brother just sent his money for his picks. So that means, hey, shout out to JT. 2 weeks in a row for the NBA picks, dude. Stop it.
Man,
You're not winning this week, dude.
you're
Or you're
putting a stop to it.
you're gonna get banned.
Throw it down.
To
He's found
start off.
the
Hey, JB, shout out to my man Walt from the VRE getting up in the Peter Brown CJ
Right?
Square.
Right? Hey, I'm getting shout out to there was some people in here. I don't even know the y'all. I don't even know if y'all know them. Like, what?
JB, I had maybe 6 people come last week.
All
6,
right. Hey,
maybe
all
more.
right. You know what I'm saying to you? It's about time.
Maybe,
It's
keep them
about,
coming, Judge.
it's about time you pull your weight, young fella.
maybe more coming.
Hey, you know,
And I'll give him the old Rick thing.
the more the merrier. And I had some people. I sent some fillers out to some people, my old school folks I used to mess with for the NCAA thing. I was like, man, yeah, we had 73 last year in that pool.
Wow.
I'm trying to get to 100.
Oh,
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
I get a big payday. $10 a bracket, 2 brackets, CJ squared brackets. You know how it go. I mean,
who did we pick? Did we have Arizona last? Who did we have last year?
I don't know. We had what we had trash.
Yeah.
Arizona was
There was only one person. I think 2 people in that whole bracket had Connecticut even going to the Final Four.
I think your brother Jason had. Did he win, Joe? Or he did pretty well.
I may came in second or third.
I think he had Connecticut. I don't think he won though.
Because he didn't pick him to win a championship.
right.
Old basketball player from ODU, Mike Byers, actually won last year.
Right.
Right?
That thing was like the lowest of like point total. It was like nothing. Like it was like as far as how many points were available and how many points that you.
I know that when your point total is real low to start, you're like,
Oh yeah.
you stop even watching how it works.
Yeah, I think I had Utah State going really far, and they lost in the first round. So you're just like, oh, I'm done.
Man,
If the team that you pick, because you usually you got to ride one team,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
if that team loses, you're pretty much you're done. You're like because there's not enough there's not enough differentiating it elsewhere to win. So you're basically done if that team loses.
I know.
Which is why you probably should have 2 brackets, just so you
We got brackets.
So you don't ride just one and done.
And just like, hey, and it's just we do stuff here that's trying to add some spice to our lives. We got a little conference championship pick 'em. If I get beat, I am buying somebody's bracket. I am getting them a second bracket on my dime.
You going down, JB?
Hey, hey, look, I ain't easy to beat. You know that. It's
That's why C Double's looking at any edge he can get.
yeah. Wait to the. I should toss C Double. I don't know where
He's waiting till right at tip off. He's plugging it in right at tip off.
I know, right? C Double. Week 1 is locked, bro. You can't make no changes now. Don't try to go in there and be like, hey, I can't type today. Like, yeah, you're not supposed to.
Locked in.
And today I actually messed up because I was supposed to lock it at 5. I ended up locking it like about 30 minutes ago. Best believe though, next week, the day is going to be locked. It's going to be locked right there before those games tip off next week. Week 2. Champions. Well, anyway, so a lot of stuff going on. We're about 2 weeks from the big dance, you know, and then, but until then, we got the NFL Combine. We got baseball heating up. Fantasy baseball around the corner. I know I'm looking kind of fantasy baseball. Ronald Acuna. I got a feeling. I got a feeling I'm gonna have a bad draft spot this year.
Yeah, but I think Frankie. I think he just randomizes it.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Frankie,
So
keep doing that, bro.
So you're good, and because I think remember this, you won it the year before, right? And you got the first pick.
You got the first pick.
So I think he just randomized.
I went to the championship and fell to some dude.
Yeah, Bailey won it, I think.
Bailey.
Yeah. He's another Braves fan. A Braves fan. A Braves fan was going to win it all last year.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back Braves fans wins. And the Braves are a hot topic of the night. So yeah, let's keep that energy going. But anyway, let's talk about one of the hottest names in the NFL draft season that could be shooting up the draft board. J.J. McCarthy, national champion. Will he find a way? And I think I'm trying to look at your second part. Maybe I don't know. Did you type this in, or I don't know if that's part of the question, Chris. But will he make his way into?
Oh no, that's Joey's on there making his own changes.
Yeah,
that was Joey on there. Mine just ends.
You know, what you do is you download your own copy
and
make it.
He wants for us to all see
it. Dude, right here, man. Joey, do you need some Microsoft training? Because I can do that for you. Yes. Hey, I'm certified. I'm a certified Microsoft trainer.
I know you
are. But yeah, so will J.J. McCarthy make his way into the top 10 picks of the draft? What do y'all think? Let's go down. What's that draft board, Chris? No trades yet, nothing news. What's the draft board looking like?
So you mean the actual list right now? Yeah, so I got a consensus. Right now they got it: Caleb Williams, Drake May, Harrison, Jaden Daniels, Malik Neighbors, Odunze, Dallas Turner, the edge from Alabama, Joe Alt, Brock Bowers, and then the offensive tackle Fashanu from Penn State. They got McCarthy right now at 14 on the consensus big board.
The 14th overall player?
14th overall player right now. So you think he gets in the top 10, Joey? I mean, you got to think of those teams right now. You got the Bears, Washington, Cardinals, New England, the Giants, the Bears again, Falcons, the Chargers. The Raiders are right up in that area, right? So do you think he can you think somebody jumps up to take him in the top 10? What do you think, Joey?
I say no. I don't see anyone out of that top 10. I don't see anyone in that top 10 that's going to make a move like that. Considering he is a first round talent, but you can get him in a later round. You can get him in the second round.
No, you don't even think he's going first round.
I think he's going second round.
I think he is possibly going to go second
Wow.
round. I think
he's going to be in the green room and sit there for 2 days.
it's just. I mean, he's gonna. He's jumping. Okay, he's not going to jump. Okay, we're going to take the top 3. I don't see him jumping Penix. I don't see him jumping.
He's not jumping Penix.
I don't see him jumping Knicks either. So,
okay.
I mean, are there really going to be 6 quarterbacks that are going to go in the first round?
We had the order. So you got Chicago quarterback, Commanders quarterback, Patriots better go quarterback. Cardinals.
Cardinals, I would think, with that point would go Marvin. They're going to go Marvin Harrison.
Go Harrison.
Yeah.
Chargers definitely not going QB because they got a QB locked in. Giants.
They're not going quarterback.
Giants would probably then take.
Are you sure?
They're not going quarterback.
Okay.
They'll take one of the 2 wideouts, probably, right?
Titans
could take a quarterback, Joey.
They could. I think they're pretty happy with what they got, though.
I mean, Titans right now, they probably. I mean, realistically, the Titans are a team that should give their guy one more year. That's just me.
That right? I would agree with you. I would.
All right. Then they got the Bears again, who have already now shored that up. The Jets. How about Minnesota, Joey?
No, they just re-signed Kirk Cousins for 2 years.
Did they?
Yes, I saw it today.
They just did that.
Yes, I saw it. And I'm getting fake news.
I don't see that.
Hold on, let me just double check.
No, that was Matthew.
Said what?
The Honey Badger got re-signed to a 2-year deal.
Oh, let me look at Kirk Cousins, bro. I'm telling you.
I actually am going to take back that statement that I just made. He's going to go first round, but he's going to go late.
Well, then you got Broncos and Raiders. You don't think he goes by 13, Joey? That should be the question. Will he be out by 13?
I don't know what I saw today. I must saw some fake news.
I feel like the hype on McCarthy is rising. I feel like Penix is going a little lower. I feel like his is dropping a little bit and McCarthy's is rising up.
Right.
And you want to be rising right before the draft. That's when you want all the talk about you. I feel like Penix, for whatever reason, is falling. Jaden Daniels is rising. And I think, so to me, McCarthy, there's a lot of unknown with McCarthy because he's never had to be the guy. But he has the prototypical, he can run. He's tall, he's a winner.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of the check stuff, the checks to the boxes of a lot of things you would want from your quarterback. So I feel like he's going to go. I feel like right now, I don't think I necessarily take him over Penix, but I feel like he is going to go. I think by 13, one of those teams takes a flyer on him. So I could easily, no way I think a quarterback, the Raiders, if one of those guys is there, I think the Raiders take somebody. I mean, they're starting what? O'Connell?
Yeah. He's starting next year.
Yeah, you're right. It's not going to be. It'll be out of the top 10. I'm thinking someone maybe the Vikings or Broncos. Definitely.
And they may not be bad to sign Cousins back and let him sit for a year.
Definitely not. That's gonna be a lot of money that they're gonna be giving Cousins.
Yeah,
I think Cousins is out.
JB, what do you think? You think he goes by 13? I guess it should be the question. by 13 is the Raiders.
So before that, you're gonna have, of course, the big three, right? Williams,
Yeah.
May,
And
and
May.
say what?
And Drake May.
Yeah, May. Yeah, so
You got Williams, Daniels, May. Then you got Penix, McCarthy. Who else do we have in there? Quarterbacks. Let me see.
yeah, I heard Westcott made some noise, but I know he ain't going first round. Your boy from Tennessee, Minton, had the strongest throw.
Oh yeah. Well, people love his build. He's like what you would build in a
Snap.
like Madden. Yeah. But I don't know how much like of an actual like good quarterback he is yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we all are consensus that none of us, all of us thinking he's gonna go more in the two Vikings, that range, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Vikings, Broncos, Raiders is where we're thinking. None of us are thinking top 10.
Unless somebody moves up in the draft to take him. You know how they do sometimes.
But as it is right now, we're thinking 11, 12, 13 range.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think that's probably pretty fair. I mean, this is the year if you need a quarterback, that means you might have 5 quarterbacks go in the first 13 picks.
I think that's why Justin Fields kind of stock dropped, like, oh, we can get whoever we want.
And on a cheaper contract.
Cheaper contract.
Yeah, definitely.
Mel Kiper got him going 12 to the Broncos.
Yeah, it's heating up on McCarthy.
And then the next, I don't think
up.
the next QB they got is not even one in the first round for Mel Kiper. I'm looking. Mel Kiper.
He's heating up.
I don't know why Penix, what he did last year, I don't know why he's dropping so much.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You never know. Penix. Yeah. Second round, maybe. All right. We'll see. Draft is what month away? Is that right?
Yeah.
Draft, right?
Yeah. When is it? April? NFL draft is what day?
That guy yet, man. We know this stuff.
No, it's April 25th.
April 25th, so about a month and a half away. Wow. Okay. All right, there we go.
We'll have to get our mock drafts that we normally kill it on that.
We either do well or just somebody just a bolt into the socket, just wreck the whole thing with one.
All it takes is one or two off, and then your whole thing.
Yeah.
What was that?
What we should do is we get like what year we got the most points. So you should do like 3 points if you hit it exact, 2 points if you're within one or something, and then we'll know how well we actually did.
Okay, yeah, we come up with that formula.
Yeah, that way we're not just like all or nothing, because it's tough to be all or nothing.
I know it is, especially if you get like one pick wrong, it's just like whoop, everything down the drain. All right.
By the way,
say what, Joey?
Since the 2000, since the year, I'm not sure what Super Bowl, but since this century has started, 13 first round quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl. Only 13
in the past 23 years.
In the past 23 years.
Well, Brady's won multiple, right?
But Brady was a 6th round pick.
No, so I'm just saying who's won multiples in that.
Brady, Roethlisberger, Manning.
And Mahomes.
And Manning and Mahomes.
They've all won multiple.
Yes.
This is since the year 2000.
2000.
Okay. Did
13 first-round quarterbacks have won. 11 first-round quarterbacks have lost. And a lot of those 11 that have lost
the
are
single guys. Well, you got Stafford. He won one, right?
Mhm.
First round QB. Aaron Rodgers won one. First round QB. Wilson went in the fourth round, I believe.
Yes, he did. It's Rodgers, Stafford, Manning, Roethlisberger, Mahomes.
Mahomes got 3 of them.
Yes,
Wow.
I think that's it.
Okay. Nice. Well,
It ain't a whole lot. It's
good
like
luck, NFL, with drafting your QB.
it's slightly overrated. You can.
I mean, like, look at the 49ers. Well, that guy was the last pick of the draft.
Absolutely.
So
Build
glad.
from the inside out.
I am so glad he did not win.
Yeah, but how many have won other than Brady? If you take Brady away of those 23,
yeah,
how many now have won outside of the first round? Breeze.
What round did Breeze go in?
Who?
Breeze went second round?
Second round. Breeze, Warner.
Oh, Kurt Warner. And a whole about him.
Eagles guy.
Oh, Nick Foles.
Foles.
I mean, I'm still, other than Brady, it's not like there's a ton of guys that are doing it outside of the first round.
Okay.
Right? I mean, most of that's coming from Brady.
Yeah, a lot of it is.
So unless you luck on Brady, you now have got
Brad
Nick
Johnson.
Foles. Brad Johnson, yeah.
What year was that?
That was really early on. Remember when Tampa Bay won?
And then the ones that have gotten there.
You got
Warner, Gannon,
first round.
Who?
Sorry, you got the guy from the Rams or Detroit Lions now. He was the first pick.
Golf. Yeah, Golf.
Golf got there.
Warner, Gannon, DeLome.
Oh, old Jake DeLome.
First round picks though. What first round picks get to the Super Bowl?
Oh no, I was going on guys that weren't first round picks.
That got there.
Yes.
That got there and lost.
First round pick?
Without no first round picks is what is the ones that I was naming that got there but lost.
Okay. Did McNabb go to the first round?
McNabb went in the first round.
They booed him, didn't they, when they drafted him?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Yeah, so see, I still feel like most of the quarterbacks we're naming are first round guys.
Well, those are special guys though.
Yeah, but you that's why you roll the dice, because all the dudes we named, you hope you hit on one of those guys. You're not hardly naming any guys that got there that are actual superstars outside of the first round. There's very few. I mean, like Hurts, you could say but he's even second round.
He was second round.
Second round, yeah.
Early second. He was early second.
Flacco,
yeah. Was he early second?
I think he was. Flacco.
I mean, there's so few Russell Wilsons and
no. Flacco went up. He was the 18th pick.
He was the first round pick then.
First round pick.
Yeah, so you're saying that you build elsewhere. I'm saying it shows that you got to build in the first round.
You don't pretty much, if you don't have the best way to give yourself a chance to win a Super Bowl is to have a first round quarterback playing for you.
Well, let me see. This year in the playoffs, you had Cleveland. They had who? They had Flacco. Texans had Stroud. Dolphins had Tua.
Yeah, all first round picks.
All first round picks, yeah.
Kansas City, Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay, Love, first rounder.
Yeah.
First round.
First one that's not is Dak.
Yeah.
Only two that weren't first rounders in this year's playoffs, what? let's see.
You had the Rams, Detroit, they were first round. Pittsburgh, first round.
Yeah.
Allen. Philly was what's his name? Hurts.
Pittsburgh was started Rudolph, so they won't. If their starter was in the first round,
Yeah, true.
So you
But
had
he was just the backup. He was their third string guy.
Yeah. So Dak, the kid from Purdy, and Hurts
and Rudolph.
Dak, Hurts, those four. Everybody else had a first round quarterback.
Right.
Yeah, so Joey, that tells you there, first round is where you go. You just got to hit on it.
And in the AFC, weren't all their starters first round quarterbacks except for Rudolph?
I'm taking the L on this one.
Well, I mean, unless you're San Francisco.
Yeah, but in the AFC, every quarterback except Rudolph, where he was the backup.
He was the third string guy. Remember, they had Trubisky.
They started their second or first round, a first stringer or second stringer. It ended up being a first round pick, Mitchell and Pickett. So
I'm taking the L on this one.
All right,
well, I think that it can be done. Teams have shown that they can do it.
I believe inside out.
It's harder to build San Francisco than it is because they've now got to luck into Purdy and build everywhere else. That's hard to do.
Is that hard though?
Yeah.
You got to now luck into.
Well, they also had Garoppolo do it. So I mean,
you don't know, but they built
not
like any other team.
What round did he go in?
Third or fourth, probably. Something like that, right? Let me see.
I mean, they build the Niners are built like an old school late 80s, early 90s thing. They have the dominant offensive and defensive lines, and they build from the inside.
He was a second round pick.
Okay.
So
So Joey, if you're saying first and second, now you got hardly any guys.
Yeah,
just Dak and
that's an L.
And Purdy. With the 49ers.
That's an L.
It's all good. Will one of these guys make the turn the tables? We'll see. I mean, depends on what conference you go in. If you go into the AFC, good luck.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Good luck. You got a gauntlet in the AFC. NFC, not so much.
We're not even talking about Herbert, Burrow.
Right.
Like, we're not even talking about those guys.
Guys, well, the playoffs this year.
And Lamar.
Your boy from Jacksonville that y'all love.
Lamar, we didn't talk about. We said that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Trevor Lawrence. We did talk about Lamar.
Boy, Trevor. I mean, yeah.
There we go.
And then you got, man, it's going, a lot of teams going to have first round quarterbacks starting. I mean, Dak and the kid from the Purdy are going to be sort of the anomalies right now. I mean, even Derek Carr is the first round. He's a second round. No?
Derek Carr
went in a second.
Well, they're all looking for Mahomes.
He went in a second. They drafted Khalil Mack first, and Derek Carr went the second round from Fresno State.
Yeah, he was picked 36, so he's almost first round.
Almost a first round pick, basically. The only reason they took him so late is because they wanted Khalil Mack early. Yeah, because if you took a guy at this, you wanted a quarterback. I never understood why the Eagles took Hurts, and then now I understood. I mean, they thought that the other guy was going to fall apart, and he did. Like his career, he was like MVP level Super Bowl year, and since then,
he got injured, and he's never even close to this.
That knee, he ain't never been the same. So yeah. But anyway, so Caleb Williams is the best quarterback prospect since.
Trevor Lawrence.
The what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I don't think you go beyond that with Caleb Williams. I don't think he's lucky.
Horn, Joey.
Trevor Lawrence.
This Trevor Lawrence. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I agree. I'm agreeing with Joey. I don't think he's on the level of.
I don't think he's higher than Trevor Lawrence. I think he's below Trevor Lawrence, but I think he's the most talked about guy that's ready.
Yeah. To me, he was, because I think Luck was kind of the more even bigger than Lawrence as far as can't miss.
I believe that too.
I think Caleb Williams is getting more holes poked through him than Lawrence is.
Yes, agreed.
And I think some of that might just be attitude and the way and a lot of it's not a football stuff. It's the other stuff that you're hearing.
Yeah.
The ego, the business stuff, like the leadership stuff. You don't really hear a ton about the football stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where Lawrence, I don't feel like when Lawrence came out that you were hearing a lot of negativity about his play or anything. I think it was mostly just, this is the number one guy, and it was
the can't miss kid.
Yeah, exactly. Where I feel like people are still on with one
best percentage.
Which I think if you go back, there's probably some holes in Lawrence that the Clemson was so much better than everybody that that it was hard to tell.
True.
Oh, there's holes. Everybody got holes.
Yeah,
especially if you got pressure.
Absolutely.
Which I think Caleb Williams, we actually were, and I was talking about it with Coop yesterday, where they were Kurt Warner was breaking down a video of him breaking down Caleb Williams, and he was killing the Lincoln Riley offense. I mean, it was basically all just pretty much just Caleb Williams play backyard football and create, and you just
some Russell Wilson type stuff, right?
Pretty much. And I wonder what they're going to do if that's, I don't know if that's what he always runs. I mean, he's lucked into so many really good quarterbacks that, but at college level, you can get away with if you just got the best player on the field.
Yeah. NFL, everybody gets as good as you or better.
No, but yeah, for me, I don't think it's as Andrew Luck was kind of the guy over the last, say, 15 years that was really can't miss. I think Williams is probably the most talked about guy since Trevor Lawrence, probably.
They wasted Andrew Luck by getting him destroyed on the field.
That sucks.
For years. So what happens?
Inside out.
Yeah.
It sucks because the Colts, as soon as they left, that's when they started getting the line and help.
I know, right? Yeah.
He was carrying that team.
Yeah.
And he still, he was getting him killed back there.
Yeah, getting them destroyed.
Absolutely.
All right. So Marvin Harrison is the best wide receiver prospect since.
I'm going to take it back to, I think it'd go Julio, that level of wideout.
Wow. Talk about Julio Jones?
I think he's that level. I think he passes Jamar Chase. I think he checks more boxes than when Chase came out, all those guys. I think he's the best Ohio State guy. To me, he just checks every box.
Ooh, okay, so you're saying that he's better than two guys that are up-and-coming stars in the league, and the kid from the Jets and the kid from the Saints.
I think to me,
he's better than Wilson.
I think to me, coming in, I think he blows those guys out of the water, to me.
Okay.
So I would say, I think he's on that level of Julio, AJ Green. I think where he's on that level where if he's not a Hall of Famer, there's something's terribly wrong with.
Okay, so the question is, will he be better than his dad? So that's the question we should be asking.
Really, that's more you're comparing him to.
No, he won't.
But Marvin Harrison had a perfect situation with a perfect quarterback that
the league is more pass happy. Like Peyton and Marvin were kind of anomalies back then.
Marvin Harrison never got hurt. Never.
Yeah, true.
Or if he did, he had the perfect offense to play in.
Yeah,
he never got hurt, so he had Reggie Wayne on the other side.
Yeah,
he had the perfect opportunity to do that. Marvin Harrison, to be him, that means you got to be a top 10 receiver of all time. That's the
So will he be able to do that playing alongside Murray in Arizona?
Yeah, if he goes there, I don't know. I mean, Murray does put up some numbers though.
Yeah,
But
he's not running around like a chicken.
yeah, true. But yeah, I mean, to me, I think he's beyond any guy that we've seen in the last.
So, all right. So, really quick before we go to these next two guys, is he a wide receiver 1 or 2 or 3 next year in fantasy?
Uh,
Where are you taking him in fantasy?
if he's
Two.
on Arizona, well, whatever team he goes
He'll be
to.
so Joe. You saying he'll be within those first 24 wide receivers taken?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Okay,
I think
Chris.
I would say it's
Let's
a.
go to say top 12.
I don't know if he'll be top 12, but he's going to be. I mean, the thing is that wide receiver, you look at like what Justin Jefferson did, like you have rookie years that are huge.
You can have it.
So I think if
Chase as well.
Absolutely.
so I think that, yeah, I mean, he had another huge rookie year. So to me, I think he's better than those guys. So I don't see why he doesn't unless.
Man, if he's going to come into the league and automatically be better than Jefferson and Chase, he is going to be a problem.
Wow. Yes, he is.
Those two dudes are a pro.
Yes, they are.
I mean, at least he's another guy where like he's bigger than both of those guys.
Yeah.
He's I mean, there's a reason like those guys came out and Jamar Chase was a hyped up guy, but like you rarely
Jamar Chase actually sat out a year without playing football.
Which I think that hurt him a little bit. I think if he probably, I mean, obviously it was smart in the long run, but
too young or something. Something was going on with his draft position where he couldn't come out. But he didn't want to play that year, the COVID year.
Yeah, the COVID year. So I mean, you can't really blame him.
Yeah.
So to me, I think maybe I'm too high on him, but I think that.
Marvin Jones Jr. going to get drafted by Chris. You probably taking a QB first in the Dynasty League though.
No, because I already got Burrow and Richardson.
Oh, so you don't need to take. I need a QB.
I need a wideout.
Travis Kelce on the blocks, Joey. Let's every week reminder. I guess I'll talk about setting that draft date for that after the actual NFL draft.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah. All right. So speaking of QBs, right? Which quarterback would you rather have? If you, Joey, if you, Chris, were starting a franchise and you had to get a quarterback and they said, all right, you can either have Jalen Daniels or Drake May, who are you taking?
We already know where Joey's going.
I don't think this is close. Jaden Daniels frightens defensive coordinators.
Frightens, okay.
Jaden Daniels destroyed the SEC.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels will throw for 300, at least in college, threw for 300 and rushed for 100 often. He was a 4,000, 1,000 guy. Who does that? Nobody.
Yeah, but look at that offense, though. They're all over the field.
Well, but everybody doesn't do that, though.
True.
Everybody doesn't do that. How many other quarterbacks have done that in the Southeastern Conference?
He did it in the SEC, which is kind of impressive.
Yes, he is. I would say that the defensive coordinators in the SEC game planning for him was the worst thing. It was an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. This guy's going to give you 500 yards of offense and give you 5 to 6 touchdowns, and he will not give the ball to the other team. He is efficient.
When the game starts, is booking for 506.
Absolutely. Daniels is easily, to me, the guy.
It's so weird when I see Jaden Daniels winning the Heisman and just being so successful. When I watched him play in Arizona, I was like, man, this guy's a bum. I'm sorry, Arizona State's where he played.
Sun Devils.
It's amazing how change of scenery can just change a player's just total outlook and what they can do. You know, it's crazy.
I guess that and that was a Chris.
If he still had been at Arizona State, we wouldn't even know who this guy was.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I think Chris is doing some. He's doing some. I can see it in his face.
Well, I was seeing who they have as
some
comp.
stat checking or something. And
to me, I'm with you guys. I'm with Joey actually that I would take Jayden Daniels here because of his feet and in the way that the NFL is going.
Mm-hmm.
What scares me is kind of he's a slim build. You know, I mean, like Lamar has had injury issues, and I don't think he's in nearly the athlete Lamar is. I think he's a good runner, but I don't think he's that level of athlete.
Lamar is like in that. You know how you got tiers of athletics?
Yeah, he's on the top.
Is like in that. He isn't like in that 99.9.
Yeah, I mean, there's very few Lamars at that position.
You see that dude run and his juke moves. It's like it's a human juke stick.
Oh yeah, so where I think that like a guy like there are guys who can run the football. Justin Fields is an elite athlete and can run the football and has done well. But Justin Fields seems a little bit bigger than Jayden Daniels is to me. Yeah, so that is what scares me. It's funny because me and Coop actually yesterday were talking about Drake May's comparison to Justin Herbert, and Coop said Joey hated Justin Herbert and he hates Drake May. So it's the same guy basically that you're hating on both of them.
I'm gonna tell you my problem with Drake May right now. UNC quarterbacks recently have not been good in the NFL.
Yeah, I would say that is definitely Howell and Trubisky.
And then Sam Howell. So
I still think Howell is a decent quarterback. He's better than Mitch.
I think Howell on a good team.
Yeah.
I think to me.
Put him in San Fran. Is he better than Purdy?
I think he has. I think he would probably turn the ball over. I think he would turn the ball over a little bit too much at San Francisco.
For the coach's liking.
Yeah. But could you right now, Joey? You think Daniel Jones, Sam Howell? How much better is Daniel Jones and Sam Howell right now?
It's a little bit.
Slightly better for less money.
I'll go a little bit more than slightly.
You're saying Sam Howell is better than Daniel Jones?
No.
Is Daniel Jones better than Trevor Lawrence?
I would still say no.
All right, Joey, would you take Drake May right now on a rookie contract over Daniel Jones?
No.
Okay.
Man, you are a Drake May hater.
Not right now.
But what didn't you and Mahomes say about Justin Herbert? What did you guys say about him?
When I believe it.
I'll see it when I believe it.
I'll see it when I believe it.
I think Herbert's biggest issue was coaching.
Yeah, we'll see that. I mean, Herbert.
I think he with Harbaugh there, and the need to run the ball will put him in better positions where he can make better decisions or whatever. But and better play calling too. I think the best of Justin Herbert is in front of us. So
yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, the thing is that Drake May, we really haven't seen him on a huge stage where he's had to be the guy.
Correct.
But this year, the last 2 years when he's been a QB, UNC has started out like in the top 10, and this keeps getting L's.
Yeah. So I mean,
was it him? I don't know.
Yeah, so it's gonna be he seems like a tougher guy to read because all the other guys that we're talking about, Penix, McCarthy, Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels, like they don't rack up the losses Drake May does. So then you're saying, all right, well, is that because Drake May is just on a team that's not as good, or is that just it's hard to tell. But I guess we'll see. I mean, Jaden Daniels to me at least gives you the feat that Drake May doesn't have. I don't know if Drake May is like Justin Herbert doesn't really run at all.
He can though. Don't
But
see
he
when
can.
Herbert's a good athlete. Drake May's a good athlete too. I've seen games when he has taken off, ran the ball. I mean,
But
now
the plus is that he's a much bigger guy than Daniels. Daniels is thin.
But the thing is, though, with Daniels, though, when you are his size and you move like him, even though you're skinny and got a long neck, you're hard to hit.
Yeah.
So you don't take big hits.
Yeah, I mean, you really rarely, like, even like we talked about, like Josh Allen takes way more damage. He's big, so he doesn't he punishes guys, but he takes bigger hits than like Lamar and like Justin Fields.
Oh, Lamar don't be now. Justin Fields be taking them illegal hits, right? They don't
he
give
takes
them
a lot of those.
Yes, but because Justin Fields will slide too. But Lamar, he run out of bounds before you even touch him. Before you even get to him, he out of bounds. He's like, oh wow, okay. Since he played with RG3. RG3's like, I ruined my career not always trying to do the extra yards. Like, it's not worth it. After he hurt his knee and trying to play on it.
Yeah.
That's where his career got ruined.
Stupid.
But for me, I think May is more of your, prototypical QB and Daniels is more the new age guy. And, for me, quarterbacks now is a crapshoot. It's like rolling the dice.
Yes,
it's on what team they go on, what's around them. Who would have thought that the kid from the Panthers, Young, would look so bad this year? Is it really him or just the team around him and the coaching that affects this guy who's the number one pick? We all thought that. I mean, remember when Goff came out? When he first played and had Jeff Fisher as his coach, he looked like trash.
Yeah, he was that.
He got McVay, he looked better.
Yes,
yeah.
Now he looks like a confident. I mean, he ain't Mahomes, but he ain't no slouch either.
Yeah.
He's a quality starter in the NFL. So, I mean, sometimes it takes time, but we will see. I'm still right now, if I'm starting my team right now, I'm probably going to take Daniels just for the excitement and playmaking ability. Especially if your offensive line ain't up to par. Lord have mercy.
Absolutely.
You want somebody to can escape, or he ain't gonna last long. Like Derek Carr's brother, David Carr. David Carr played for the Texans his first year. He got destroyed.
David Carr
sacked every 3 dropbacks, some crazy stat, something like that. But anyway, all right. Wide receivers coming up. We got Neighbors. Neighbors is a kid from LSU, right?
He is.
Man, he was mad he didn't get the Biletnikoff Award. Or Dunze from Washington. Which guy did win the Biletnikoff this year? Was it Dunze?
I think Marvin Harrison won it, right?
Harrison won.
Oh, that was rigged.
Neighbors had better numbers.
That was only based by name. He should not.
Yeah, for sure.
That's rigged. But anyway, who'd you rather have, Neighbors or Dunze? Both of these guys look like prototypical big time wide receivers in the NFL.
The thing with these two, and Joey, you can go with this one first, but you got one who's probably the speed guy. When we actually remember, me and Joey were talking about this a couple of days ago of who the Giants, because I think this will be probably what the Giants are going to go for, Joey. So I would say,
you want to go for another wide receiver?
I mean, in a strong wide receiver class, I think you got to.
The Giants don't need a speed guy. They got a speed guy.
They have speed, but they just need a guy that is a guy.
A guy that's a guy. I got you.
They haven't had one since 13 left.
And they're saying they said Darren Waller might retire, so that's another pass catcher going.
Problem.
Darren Waller.
That's what I heard. Maybe you take Bowers.
We say no, Joey. He ain't hungry.
He ain't hungry.
I mean, he keeps getting injured every year.
Yes, he does.
You take Brock Bowers. You don't need another receiver. That's your guy.
Yeah, I hear you.
He can be
So-
a guy for you.
So, Joey, who you like better?
I think hearing what Chris was reading off the other day, I think I'm leaning towards Odunze.
Okay.
Overall, I just think he was the guy for Washington. He definitely showed up in the big games, played very well. That's almost 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. He seems like he would fit into the Giants system and be the number one guy as soon as he gets there.
Well, for me, I'll piggyback there with Joey. I like Odunze as well, only because everyone's been talking about Odunze and I like the fact that he showed up where you had the big two, Harrison and Neighbors. They pretty much just didn't do anything at the draft, where Neighbors or Odunze came there and competed. He ran what, a 4? Did he run a 4.4, I think, at 6'3", like 215, ran a 4.4. I think he was 3rd or 4th in the shuttle. And they said great kid and obviously a hard worker. All the thing, he again checks all the boxes. Unless you really need that speed guy of Neighbors, I think that Odunze really doesn't seem to have. He might not have the ceiling of Neighbors as far as some of the stuff like the big play, but I mean at 4.4 something, you're not really. He still can break one and take one to the house, so it's not like he's a slow guy. And he doesn't seem to have many holes, so I go Odunze here.
I'm looking at some of these the top guys they got for the draft on CBS.
Yeah.
Their number one guy is Neighbors. They got him above Marvin Harrison. First of all. Second,
who do I slap?
Second, this was written 11 hours ago. Just one guy, one writer. They say it's comparison for Neighbors is Brandon Ayuk. Not a bad comparison. They said this is a shout out to you, Chris. He says that Marvin Harrison Jr. is Julio Jones light.
Oh, light.
But then we start getting to these other comparisons. The other guys, there's not one good comparison. Odunze, Devontae Parker. What?
Which we actually said Davante Adams is more than what I would have thought.
Thomas Jr., Josh Gordon, the guy from Texas, Javon Walker, Worthy, Darnell Mooney. Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
But I think Odunze is going to be. I think Davante Adams is a good comp for Odunze, and that Davante Adams is not really the top of any one physical trait, right? As far as anything as you want in a wide receiver. He's not the fastest. He's not the biggest.
Right.
He just has an ability to get in the end zone and just put up big numbers all the time. And so I think that could be Odunze. If you're taking, how many times you see a Davante Adams just break a long one? You don't necessarily see a ton of that, but he just keeps finding ways to get in the end zone and get big numbers.
Okay. Wait, and Adams came out. He was not as nearly as highly sought as these guys.
No,
yeah, so I would think Odunze.
He was maybe the team's third best receiver. He had like Nelson and some other guy there.
Right.
Green when he got there.
Yeah.
He kind of worked his way into a great receiver.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
Which again is this guy has a higher, if this guy coming in is higher already, but with everyone saying the work ethic and a great character guy, to me, I want those guys on my team, a guy who's willing to. That's why I like when you talk about, like, we talk about defensive linemen and stuff. Number one thing I always am wanting is a guy that they say has a motor, because any guys that, like, if they don't have that, I'm always like, scratch them off, because I want the guys. I want the Max Crosby types.
Player D line.
Yeah, exactly.
Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins type guys.
Remember the dude, Jared Allen?
Yeah, for the Vikings.
Yeah, that dude is
Number
nonstop.
69, yeah.
That's the guy. So to me, if you say Odunze he's already got this skill set of a Devontae Adams, but he's also a character guy and willing to come to the combine. Now the in thing in the combine was, I'm a top pick. I'm not going to come and work out. He's the highest pick of those guys that came in of the skill positions and worked out.
True.
Oh, I'm still give me Neighbors.
After all that, we couldn't.
Give me the guy. Give me the guy who should have won the Blitnikoff. How about that?
Oh,
here we go. All right. That's our football questions for now. Getting closer and closer to the draft, we're gonna have some more. And once we start getting some free agent signings going on, like all these, where are all these free agent running backs going to go? Saquon, come on down to Big D. We need you. The King. We got a spot down there right beside Jerry Jones for you already set up. Yeah. Come on down. We need one of y'all to come on down to the Big D.
Come on down.
Come on down.
The King, maybe the King's wife or his daughter can babysit Jerry's new kid.
Did they find him? There's a kid.
They didn't say yet.
And speaking, did y'all see all the cuts out here? Like all these good DBs getting cut?
Yeah.
Like, the Buffalo cut all their good defensive backs. They cut White, cut Poyer. The Broncos cut the guy they signed 2 years ago to a big contract. They cut Simmons. So, wow, it's going on in the NFL right now. But anyway, NFL heating up, but the MLB is really heating up. We got baseball season on the way. Pretty soon you'll start seeing me doing this a little bit. You start seeing me rocking them jerseys and those hats with the big A on it. We almost there, baby. We almost there. I got my season tickets to the other team. That's because I live in the area. I gotta get tickets somewhere.
There you go.
I gotta get my tickets so I can go see the boys play when they come to town or wherever else. Try to get the CJ Squared crew into a game, which is like impossible. It's like the white whale.
We did go what? Did we go together. 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yes, we did.
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. That's summer.
That was the week of baseball. I went to 4 games in a row.
Yes, you were.
Remember we didn't even get our right seats. Somebody jacked the seats.
It's all watch.
Joy out there giving a hat to the crowd. The hat. Anybody that can get a hat, he got the hat. And you know what I found out when I went to a game this summer with Makai, and I found out with my season tickets, I could actually skip the lines to get food.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's sweet.
Like I went to Shake Shack, like 40 people back here.
That's very nice.
And it has a sign that says something about like talking about some club. I walked up, I said, I'm in this club.
Hold on. We skipped through this line.
It's supposed to be okay.
Oh, yeah. Where was Buttons?
Like,
Oh.
I'm in the club.
I
Got my order real quick, Joey. Real quick. Nice and hot, too. Piping hot. Anyway, so we got some MLB questions. Oh, in the first question, Chris put up, I think it was a JB special. He says, who do you trust more to win their division, the Braves or the Astros? Start with you, Chris. Who do you trust more, the Braves or the Astros this year?
Man, I mean, how many years now has the Astros won their division? How many years in a row? It's been a ton. This one's tough because you got now the Astros got the champs in their own division. So
they ain't even the best in their own division.
They are still favored to win their division. They're a plus 105 and the Rangers are plus 175. So we'll While the Braves are bigger favorites, minus 280 to plus 350. This one is tough though for me because Astros have been on top in that division for so long. But the Astros definitely are. The Rangers seem to be coming, and they're only going to get better. They got the young kid in Carter. You hopefully at that point get the Grom back. You'll have Scherzer back by probably the middle of the season. So the Rangers should be getting better. And I don't know if the Astros. The Astros are still the Astros. So, but man, I do like Philly. Sorry to say, JB. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah, until the Braves actually beat them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And get a meaningful win against them. Y'all can have that. But once they beat them, it's on. I'm talking about.
The thing is with Philly is they're getting Harper back for a full year. Wheeler was a beast last year. So I think Trey Turner remember he wasn't that great until middle of the season. He started getting better at the so I'm still gonna go with Houston as who I think I'm more confident in Houston still to win their division, but the Braves still have been dominant in their division.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like Astros done it a little bit longer, but there's a reason the Braves are the bigger favorite here because it's more going to be on Philly and what they can do in the regular season. Philly's played well in the playoffs though, but
what you say? What say you, Joey?
Chris and JB, I think I'm going to go with the Braves in this. Ooh. I just think that the Braves are the most complete team in Major League Baseball as far as their pitching lineup goes and their everyday lineup. Even with Acuna, frightens me. The injury is definitely frightening. However, if they were to somehow lose him, they can still win it all. That's how deep they are. You may lose.
You didn't get it all. He got it.
Arguably. Yeah. Arguably, you may lose if you lose arguably the best player in baseball. You still have the lineup and the pitching staff that can still win the whole thing. I just think they are complete everywhere. They are the team with the smallest amount of weaknesses out of everybody. So I'm going to go with them, even though Philly is extremely talented. Philly always starts off slow, and they seem to go slow through the season. And then once July, August get here, that's when Philly's going to start playing some meaningful baseball, put themselves in a position to knock off a Goliath like the Braves. But I like the Braves to just, as they always do, start off very, very fast and just keep everyone at bay.
I say I'm gonna agree with Joey. But here's the thing that I think about Atlanta that could be the difference this year is I think when their offense fails, their pitching can be better. I think their pitchers are going to be a little older. You bring in a guy from Boston, he stay healthy, he can make a big change.
Yes, he can.
His guys are, I saw some articles about him in the summer, doing the nasty stuff, the training camps and the league up to the regular season, the grapefruit. What league does the Braves play in this? I don't know. I can't think of the league. I know they got two leagues, right? The teams play in. They got one. I think it's one called grapefruit, and the other one's called something else.
Yeah,
cactus. Yeah, whatever. I know. I saw something that Chris Sale was doing stuff people couldn't hit. They were like, "What? What is he doing? I hear doing
that sounds like him.
Nasty stuff." So, both teams, great teams, but I think the Braves right now are probably look better at winning that division. I think the Mets are not playing well. They're not going to be playing. The Mets are kind of going down. The Nationals.
They're the Mets.
I don't know what they got going on.
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Well, you also got for Houston, they've got Texas, who is Texas, but they have Seattle is also good.
Mariners are pretty good, yeah.
But then what do they got? Oakland and
Oakland's in there.
Oakland, and then they got the Angels. So those two are horrible.
Your boy Mike
So
Trout on the team. The
even
best.
with Trout, they need to let him go, move on from him.
He's just rotting away and
For real. Getting paid a lot to rot though.
Yeah. All right. Now, do you guys think when do you think Ohtani's gonna be back? You think he's gonna be ready for the start of the season?
I mean, I think that he's been saying he's starting to hit the playing a little bit, and I think he's kind of ramping up. News is that he's saying he'll be ready to go, but you look at Bryce Harper has kind of had the same injury, and it took Harper, I think he didn't start. I don't think he started until maybe a month or two in. So, Ohtani is younger, but also with that lineup, I don't know, to me at least, as like if I'm the GM or the coach, unless he fully is really, really healthy and with no concern, I think they're so loaded this year that I don't know. And it's not like the Dodgers are such a draw anyway. It's not like, oh, we need him there to sell tickets. So I don't think that you force him. Now he may be ready to go, I mean, he's a younger guy, so he might be, he might be healthy enough, but I don't force him unless he's 100% and looking 100%. So I think he probably will try to play opening day, but I'd say no need to rush him back and just let him come back on, slower and just.
You think since Ohtani moved to the NL, is he the favorite to win the most valuable player for the?
I mean, I still think it's Acuna's to
lose
because he's on the. I mean, just because of what he can do, and I think what makes Ohtani. You don't think so?
Joey said no.
No, he thinks Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts might get hurt. I mean, Mookie Betts got hurt probably by Freeman a little bit. Now he's gonna get hurt. Now Ohtani in that lineup, he's gonna.
That's the best player on his team.
Mookie Betts is in the best position on his team. You have to give him pitches to hit because
if he gets on base,
you have to give him pitches to hit.
If he gets on base,
Mookie Betts gonna have a huge year. He's gonna have a huge year.
Well, Joey, that's one of the questions. We'll get into Mookie Betts.
Right.
Yeah.
Huge year.
All right. So now Ohtani has left the AL. Who is your AL MVP favorite? Don't say Juan Soto.
I mean, I think if Aaron Judge is always going to be your guy if he can stay healthy. That's a huge if.
Okay.
But I think you could give, we talked about Houston. Corey Seager's a beast, so we talked about Texas. But with Houston, you got Alonso or whatever. What is his name? Or you got Kyle Tucker's there.
Yeah.
Yordan Alvarez is who I was thinking of.
Alvarez
is he's a guy who can put up huge numbers. So
Absolutely.
I mean, he was on a tear last year until he got hurt. So
yes, he was.
I think it's one of those guys. I don't think on like Tampa, but I mean the Baltimore guys, they could be the best team, but I don't see them they're probably a little bit too young, I think, right now to have like a true MVP candidate. So I think it's going to come out of probably New York, one of those two guys, or somebody on Houston or Texas, maybe with Seager.
Yeah, we're going to do our MLB futures soon. Anyway.
Yeah, that's will probably be
a
couple weeks.
Yes.
I was awful last year. I think I had DeGrom.
I was
Cy Young.
We all listen. We all were awful.
I think I was high on the Padres.
But some of those things we weren't even close.
We missed sometimes.
Yeah.
We're not robots all the time.
We're not AI.
Not
All right.
all of the time.
Fantasy baseball time. Fantasy baseball time. Long fantasy baseball is a long season. If you are not ready to grind, you ain't about that fantasy baseball life.
I love it. I love it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that is a grind, and you always on the lookout.
So much fun
for that mistake that somebody may make to drop that.
Absolutely.
Well, because in baseball, it's such a up and down even for superstars, you know.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
You can find value in all different places in baseball.
That there right there is the key word. I think ever since I started talking shop with Chris, that's been a key word. Find the best value.
Oh, that's all, yeah. And baseball,
get that value. When you make that pick, is that pick worth the value? Like I took last year, I took Ronald Acuna first, and that was the best value.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
I mean, somehow as the first pick, you're still. I mean, he'll go number one this year. Whoever is going to take. I mean, the only really worry with him is injury. That's it. There's no, and it's not even like
trouble.
It's not even like Judge, who's had injury issues. Now, Acuna has had it, but you're not worried. That's a freak injury where Judge has had consistently little nicks and stuff all the time.
Yeah, he's a big guy though, man. Judge is a big,
huge
running around. Okay. Now, fantasy baseball. These two guys will probably be probably a few of the
top. They'll be the first two pitchers off the board.
Maybe the first two pitchers off the board. Spencer Strider, Mr. Tight Pants, big old calves, and huge strikeout. I think did he lead the league in K's last year?
Yeah, big time strikeout pitcher.
And Garrett Cole, another big time strikeout pitcher. Now, the one thing about these two guys we both know is that they'll strike you out, but boy, they will give up them home runs too.
Yes, they will.
They'll have games when you're like, what?
Yes, they will.
10 strikeouts, gave up 4 or 5 homers or 3 homers.
Very true.
All right, but who you taking first? Start with you, Joey. Who you taking first? Strider or Cole?
Chris and JB.
Chris out here pulling at our heartstrings, Joey. He went Braves and Yankees.
Oh, Braves and Yankees. No Boston guy in there yet.
We know that I'm going Garrett Cole right here. Garrett Cole is the best pitcher in baseball. Garrett Cole has been the most consistent pitcher in baseball for the last 5 years.
I disagree. I had him on my fantasy team 2 years ago. That's cap.
Garrett, we can't help that Garrett Cole's offense let him down 2 years ago, JB.
Okay. I still won a championship that year, but he ain't
Garrett Cole is the man. The Yankees need to stop wasting him. All he has been is brilliant ever since he's put on pinstripes, and the Yankees have nothing to show for it. Shame on them. Stop being cheap. Spend the money. Thank you for going to get us a superstar to play right field. Let's sign him long term.
Yeah, I was gonna say you better lock him up.
Garrett Cole. I'm taking Garrett Cole. Lock him up.
So go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go JB's boy here. I'm gonna go Strider. I think a little bit of an edge in the strikeouts. Doesn't give up as much. I mean, both guys get rocked for some home runs, but Cole really will give up some home runs.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, I think, probably an easier division, which we already talked about. So the wins are going to come a little bit easier there. The AL East, I mean, Boston's probably the worst team, and they're a top 15 team in baseball. So you don't, in your division, you don't really have the Nationals. So they're going to go through. They got to play Tampa Bay a lot. They got to play Baltimore, Toronto, and even Boston. So, you got an easier way to get wins with Strider. You got more strikeouts. Doesn't get hit as many home runs up. So he's not going to get the losses as much. You wouldn't think. I mean, I would think Cole probably would. to me, is probably going to pitch a little bit more innings. He usually
Innings eater.
go a good amount of innings, so that's always good in fantasy to have a guy who just you can count on going 6-7 every time he throws. Cole, though, sometimes to me, like Strider to me last year just didn't. It was very rare for him to just get rocked. Cole has like games where he just gets rocked to me, like completely just
But
like
he out by the second inning.
yeah. So or they'll just leave him in and let him find his way, but he'll give up 5 or 6 or whatever. So but I mean, I think Yankees will be improved. They were, at one point they were the worst team in the AL East last year, and then they ended up passing Boston. But I think that helps him with his win totals and being able to stay in games even if he's not having his his A+ stuff. So to me,
Yeah.
I'm still going to go Strider, but it is close though. I mean, with these two, you can't really go wrong. If you're willing to if you really want to go with an ace there, but the problem with those two guys is you're going to have to pay a hefty price because you're going to have to pick them in the at least probably late first or early second.
Absolutely.
If you want. So is it worth it?
I went Strider and Riley back to back in the second and third rounds last year.
And now you're looking at Strider. I mean, and that's why it's always hard in fantasy to repeat because it's like, okay, now I got to redo that. Now I got to keep finding what we call the value every year. That's why it gets tough.
I did for baseball. I had me a list, and I'll say, okay, who's around this pick? Best player, I'm taking him.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
There a couple times.
You just load up with Braves. That's nothing wrong with that.
That's my team. That's my team name.
Well, you're another guy we forgot to, and we'll mention him another as the season, as we get into our future stuff. But Matt Olson was ridiculous last year.
Yes, he was.
So we got to talk about him.
Did he hit 50? Did he hit 50?
He did.
I think, yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, he crushed. Well, I'm with you, Chris. I like both. I've had both these guys on my fantasy team, so I know. I remember it's funny. One year I had both of them on my fantasy team, and I dropped Strider, and Joey picked him up. That was when Strider. That's when Strider was. He really was he was a relief pitcher at one point, right? Coming in as a relief pitcher, then he became starter, and like this year he kind of was forced into being the Braves ace because the other guys kept getting hurt, right? So, and I think I'm probably younger than Cole, right?
Yeah, he is,
and I'm sure
he's much better facial hair.
I mean, he's throwing like 100 and 101, and hopefully you'll see him this year kind of get something else to go along with that fastball. It's gonna make him more dangerous, but he's already. I mean, he's the kind of guy that's going to go after you, him and Cole. But Strider, man, he come out there, he's going to challenge you.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, that's what's sweet because you don't get those guys. I mean, when we were growing up and we watched pitchers, remember Rocket, like Pedro, those guys are. Hey, that's my freaking plate right there. I'm making you earn it. You Absolutely. Know those guys would throw at you in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. So, but I like both, man. Like Chris said, you can't go wrong. But if I had to pull the trigger, they both were sitting there. I'll probably go with Strider first because I'm a Braves fan. Let's be real here. All right.
After all that, you're like, I'll just go with Braves.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron Judge, give me Aaron Judge, and you got Matt Olson. I'm going Aaron Judge. I'm not going Matt Olson. Are you crazy? Right? You gotta be.
That one's close too.
It's close. It's close to that because at least Olson's going to play the whole season. He's going to not miss no games.
Yeah.
All right. So we got another one which is pretty good. We got Mookie Betts versus Corbin Carroll versus Julio Rodriguez. Joey. Now, I'll start with you, Chris. What you got here? Who you got here?
I mean, I know Joey. It's hard for me now with Mookie Betts. I can't be a homer here because he's gone out of Boston, so that always stings a little bit. But the only thing is that the other two guys will steal you more bases than Mookie. So Mookie has, like Joey touched on, he's got a little bit more protection. I would probably go Julio Rodriguez because I think he's kind of the combination of the two. I think he's probably got a little bit more power than Carroll, but he runs at, he steals about the same amount, where Betts' days of stealing, 30 something plus bases are kind of over, but he's showing more power. I think Julio has
last year 70.
I don't remember. Did he get who did Mookie?
No, Acuna.
He was way over.
Yeah, he stole like 80 bases.
It was something ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, he was at 40-40, like, or the 40 part of the stolen bases, like, way early. Yeah. I mean, and that's what makes Acuna great, is he's an even better mix of what I said of Rodriguez. Is he's a better base stealer and he's better on the power side. So that's what makes him even more dangerous than them. So, and he's a better he hits for better average. I mean, Acuna just does better than everyone on all three of these.
He's like a younger Bonds.
He's young Barry Bonds.
He's a younger Barry Bonds, basically.
Yeah.
That's
that's your man, Barry Bonds.
I mean, if he stays healthy, that's. I mean, I think he's a fringy 1,000 OPS guy. He doesn't walk like Bonds.
Yes.
Bonds is getting you 120, 130 walks a year. That's like, but that's like only Juan Soto level there. But to me, I would go Julio because I think he's the combination of Carroll and Betts, as far as he's got the power, but he's also he can steal you 30 something bases, where I think Mookie Betts, unfortunately, those days are gone. He doesn't really need to there. I mean, when you got Freeman, Ohtani in that lineup, you don't need to steal bases because those guys are knocking you in anyway.
Yeah.
Joey, who you got?
The reason why I'm taking Mookie here.
Oh, surprise.
Is because, yes, he does not steal bases. However, Mookie is on base. And when he's getting on base because he's putting the ball in play and he's getting extra bases. Mookie has a chance. He just missed it last year, but he has a chance to do the other 40 doubles and 40 home runs. He is protected. He's got arguably the best hitter in baseball hitting, who I'm assuming will be batting behind him. You have to throw Mookie fastballs. Mookie is going to eat fastballs for breakfast, lunch, and he's going to have a mid-game snack with fastballs. Now Mookie doesn't steal bases the way that he used to, but you go on and walk Mookie. See if you're not worried about him stealing second, knowing that, okay, I don't want him stealing second, but I also don't want to give this the best player in baseball, arguably. I don't want to give him anything to hit either. Because if I put him on base, now I got two of them, and I have the best first baseman in baseball coming up who may hit it over the freaking wall.
Joey, I'll add you one more thing, which I know JB will like this from a fantasy standpoint. He's giving you middle infield and outfield projection, right? He's giving you those two things. So very few times you find a superstar that can give you middle infield and outfield positions. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because normally you're getting your guys like Kike Hernandez or those guys who are they're guys who just sort of play all over the field. You rarely get a superstar to be able to say, I can play him on infield, second base, shortstop, and outfield. That's crazy.
Yes, it is crazy.
So I like that about him.
That's just what he is. Mookie is just he's a manager's type. Managers, I would say, would probably just love him. He'll do whatever the team needs. He does it well. He's a great leader, just a great clubhouse guy. Mookie is the man. I love Mookie Betts.
I mean, he right now, just looking at his projections, he's going to beat those two guys in runs. home runs,
100 runs.
RBIs. He's going to probably knock in 100 runs.
Yeah.
He's almost going to get 20 stolen bases. On base, he's getting 375, right around there. Almost, like you said, almost 40 doubles, 163 hits. He does walk way more than those guys, way more than Julio Rodriguez. And he's a 900 OPS. He's the best of the top, say, 6-7 guys, other than Acuna. His OPS is the best. So he's another guy who does a little bit of everything, other than the only thing he really doesn't do with those other guys is steal bases. So if you don't really need that, and in fantasy, you can refine stolen bases. It's harder to find power later than it is stolen bases later.
The real MVP.
JB don't want to hear that.
All I know is, look, this is my trusty Fantasy Pros site. Has Julio Rodriguez, Mookie Betts, and Corbin Carroll ranked back to back to back. 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
All right, they got Bobby Witt number 2.
Okay.
They got 5 Braves in the top 24.
Too deep.
And then Michael Harris is right outside the top 24.
Looking at those numbers, JB, who do you, if they've got do they have any projections on or anything?
Well, I can probably do the projections, but this is me.
So would you go with the speed guy, the combo guy, or the homer guy?
I'm going with who's ranked higher. Right here.
So you're just going Julio.
I'm going Julio Rodriguez. Because I mean, it's no like or dislike factor. Right? Now, if for example, if you had me at pick, say you had me at pick 17, 18, and 19, Garrett Cole, Bryce Harper, or Austin Riley. Me? Well, Austin Riley. Every single time. I'm not even going to fake.
Understand.
Well, I mean, I think that the thing is that in baseball it's different because as a difference than basketball, where baseball you got certain guys who do certain things different. You know what I mean? Like in basketball, you do a little bit, but baseball is more extreme. You'll get a guy he's a 50, 60 stolen bases, and that's really all he gives you. And then everything, you know what I mean? Like so in baseball, your early guys, you just got to hope they have a pretty good season and you're fine. And then you try to find, okay, I need some innings this week, or I need a guy who does strikeouts. You can go find those guys. It's like going to the grocery store.
Be mindful, go like Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly. So it's different. So the only reason I like Julio is he kind of does a little bit of each, where he's not killing you in any category. Because the further you get down, then that's when you start getting guys who might be really good in 2 or 3 categories.
Yeah, true.
So I'm trying to go as long as I can before I have to start picking what I want to do in categories. Yeah. I just don't know where. The reason I always struggle is I haven't figured out when to pull the trigger on pitchers yet. Like Buttons, if he was here, he's a guy who he's like always, I find pitching really late value. And then there's other guys who, like you last year, JB, no, 2 years ago, you threw at me Garrett Cole and Verlander, and it killed me in the finals. So it's hard to say.
You all day, baby.
I mean, that week was that was a tough week. That was a tough week for me. I was scrambling. I was trying to outpitch you with just ridiculous guys.
The last 2 days, and it was so funny. Like you started a guy, like he gave up like 8 runs in the first.
8 runs in the first inning. I was like, oh my gosh, because I was up early, and then I think that weekend, because it was like a week and a half. I think it was like a week and a half or something, and then I was scrambling. I think I started like every guy on that day. This
year is funny. Like this year in the championship, it came down to the last day between me and Bailey, and it came down to which of our Braves players played the best. All my guys played like trash. His guys played good, and they won.
Uh-huh.
And when they came back,
Which Braves did he have? You remember?
yeah, he had the one that I dropped.
Oh,
He had the guy who played DH. He had a monster game.
oh, geez.
He played like trash, right? And I think I had look, I had you know I had Riley, Harris, Buttons dropped Harris. And then Harris got hot,
Yes, he
and
did get
of
hot.
course I had Acuna, but I had all the pitchers. All my pitchers were gone, except Strider
Well,
got
Max, you had Max Fried. That killed you.
hurt the whole year, and yeah, it was funny. That was funny. It came down to the actual last day and whose Braves players
Who's
were going to
Braves?
play best.
You guys have
And,
been dependent. You were dependent on Braves all season.
yeah, it just live by the three, die by the three.
Live by the Braves.
All right. Speaking of the three, it's March Madness time. Let's do some quick rankings of our teams, college basketball. Joey, I know you got who gonna win the MAAC conference championship? Bless you. You got Quinnipiac, Joey. Tell me you took Quinnipiac this year.
I do not have Quinnipiac winning that.
For real? You didn't take Quinnipiac?
Did we pick that one or that's next week's?
I didn't put that in yet. I didn't put that in yet.
That was next week, right?
Only one I have for week 2 championships is Duke winning the ACC, and I'll have UConn winning the Big East.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, yep. The MAS next week. You're right, Chris. It's next week's picks.
I usually like Carolina to lose
so they can
get
win
that
it.
loss out of that way. I always wanted them to lose. I never want them to win a conference.
Funny, Carolina was like last year a top pick and didn't make the tournament.
This year
right?
they weren't even projected to do as well, and this year they've been.
They are. They up there, probably up there high on your list. So let me pull that up real quick. Here we go. I got it pulled up. You tell me how we're gonna manipulate this thing.
So you're just gonna place it next to it, and then I'll read the team. So we're gonna just say, and next to that, you could put it in like column K. So strength of record would basically be like, when we do fantasy football, it's like they think if you were to play that schedule, what kind of record do they think they would have, basically? So it's kind of like strength of schedule, similar. I mean, you see but it's basically saying if a team like Purdue played like St. Mary's schedule, they would be undefeated, everybody would say. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what that means. So it's kind of a strength of schedule, but it's almost a strength of schedule meets BPI or whatever, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do is there's going to be 4 number ones, 4 number 2s, 4 number 3s, and 4 number 4s. We're just picking who we think is our 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. And then there's going to be some teams that they're not even going to make it. So then basically we'll have
25 teams, so we only picking 16 of them.
Yeah. So there's going to be some teams. So I think we try to pencil in our number 1s, which I think is going to be the easiest. I think everyone probably, Joey, looking at it, I think we probably all say team 2, right, would be a 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Team 9.
Team 9 would be a 1.
Yeah.
Team 15.
Team 15 would be a 1.
Oh.
So you're looking at probably 17 and 23, right?
Yeah.
And 23.
So, I like that the team 17 has the harder schedule.
Team 17 has a harder schedule.
There's 10th on and the SOR is 4. And they're 8 and 5. I'm leaning team 17. What are you guys thinking now?
As far as your
last number 1 seed.
The last number 1 seed?
I think I would go with, let me see, team 17,
Or team 23, probably, right?
20.
What's column F?
Column F is strength of schedule.
Okay.
Follow. Freeze. Freeze row. Freeze row 1. There you go.
There we go, Joey.
Okay.
Is that better for you?
Thank you, Judge.
So who's got the better quad?
They're about even, 8-5 and 7-3.
Yeah,
So
it's really not
about even. Strength of schedule 57 and
record's the same.
I would say team 17, which is Tennessee.
You're already thinking that's Tennessee.
Team 23 is Arizona because the Pac-12 is garbage. They got to be Arizona, but I go with Tennessee. What do y'all think? You tell me.
Yeah, I said 17. So if that's Tennessee, JB, you put it in 18. There you go.
I got it.
All right, so then Arizona's our first two.
Okay.
So let's see who else we got. Who else is high on the beat? They got team 13 is 6-6. So I think you gotta lock them in.
Team 13, 6-6. Them to schedule.
Geez, no, they're horrible in the 1-7. No way.
Okay.
Never mind. That's the team I was hating on.
Yeah, let's see.
Look at team 1, 7-8, hard schedule, but they're horrible in the quad ones.
Yeah, they are. Is that Kansas?
No. Kansas would be one of the teams with 22 wins.
Okay.
Their BPI, Kansas BPI is around.
I like team 10.
Team 10. Team 10.
Pretty good quality everywhere.
Schedule BPI, sure. Team 10, definitely. Probably Iowa State. Probably Iowa State. I think team 1 is actually I think that's Bama. Maybe.
Okay.
Kentucky probably on here somewhere. They're kind of funky too.
They're
team
SEC.
20.
Let's see. Team 20. Yeah, we give it a 2. Yep.
How about team 11?
BPI 13. Team schedule. See, but team.
Let me see.
What did you say is now? Team what?
I said team 11. What do you think? Because we got one more 2 left.
Yeah.
You liking anybody, Joey?
No, I team 11. I'm with you there.
All right, so our 2 seeds are 23.
All right.
Now we got our 3 seeds.
Man,
strength of schedule on team 5. That's not horrible though, but it's not very.
Team 1's got to be 3. Right?
No.
JB doesn't like the 4 and 9 quad 1.
9.
I give them I will put them on the 4 line, Joey. I can lock them on the 4 line for you, but I can't put them on that 3 line.
You can't put them there.
Nah, I can't do it.
He doesn't like anyone that's below 500 on the quad 1s.
Yeah. I mean, you got team
13 is horrible in quad 1s.
This one right here, team 8.
How about team 7?
The 3 seed.
They're pretty solid everywhere.
Hold on, look at these. I think you know what the NCAA looks at the most though? It's net rating. It's net rating. So, man, net rating though, we may have to go with team 1.
I think team 1 is the 3 seed.
Let's make it.
All right. What about Yeah, what about 5 over what a five, Joey, which team you like better, 5 or 7? One's got the harder schedule and the more wins against the quad one.
I like 7.
I go 7.
I can go 7 and 5 on this one.
I agree.
All right, yeah, we'll go 7 and 5. Any team down there? Who's got the higher? Man, I keep looking at Team 13. No way I'm putting them in there with 1 and 7.
13.
Yeah, look at their 1 and 7 in the quad. No way.
Huh.
We got, so we need one more 3, right?
All right. I don't know why there's a -3, but I'm just going to leave it there for now. All right. We got one more 3. Let me see.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, negative for that below 500 record.
Here we go. This one right here, Team 24.
Yeah, go with it.
Net rating 11. BPI 10. I'll go with them. Let's go with them. All right. 4 seeds.
How about scroll down real quick? I saw a team. What was the team that was ranked 15th?
All right, hold on. Let me do a little let me see.
excelling.
Yeah, let's see filter. Create a filter. Voila. Yeah. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Joey, you watching him work his magic?
Damn, we only down to the ones can be 4 seeds now. All right.
All right, there we go. I am not putting 13 in there. I like team. What about team 21?
Yes.
You gotta go with team 12.
Their strength of schedule.
That you think that's got to be one of them St. Mary's and one of them is Gonzaga, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we put Kansas on here yet. I mean, we did. No.
Team 8. They got 4 written all over.
All right, we go with team 8. Yeah. Okay. I respect team 8.
What about team 21? We're saying, right?
Yeah, I would say team 21.
Yeah.
So we're not sold on the Zags or St. Mary's, huh?
I mean, if one of them wins a tournament, I think what's that net rating? So net rating, we definitely gotta go with team 22.
Yeah. So we got one left.
Oh, team 6.
That's the one there's no way I'm putting a team that's 1 and 7 in quads.
But still, you got net rating 6, BPI 6.
Joey, you make that call then. What are you thinking?
Between
team 13, are they in or not?
No.
Well, all right, it comes down to Zach, St. Mary's.
They are 1 and 7.
They are a 5.
Who else?
13 is a 5 seed.
Okay, what about 16 then?
Their strength of schedule is
500.
16.
Team 4 is 1 game over 500 against the quad, but their BPI is and their net rating is a little lower than this one right here.
So we'll go. You think 16?
Nah, their BPI is too low, man. Net rating 47. Nah, I'd rather go. I'd rather either go 13 or
how about team 8?
Oh, team 8, yeah.
Yeah.
We already went team 8.
Oh, yeah, we had them.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, 16. It's got to be.
All right, yeah, go ahead. 16. All right.
Got to be 16.
So JB, you make another thing, and I'll tell you the team numbers. Put them and back. I'll tell you the team numbers, who's in the teams, and then we'll see. So then we'll have it where and we'll probably maybe we can do this one more time with buttons and see if where we rank everybody. Hold on.
Joey, you good?
Yeah, I'm just looking up some a few stats.
Hold on, I'm getting there.
I'm trying to figure out why this freaking cell is just
So
All right, you ready?
hold on one second. Yeah,
Let
it's
me know
just
when you're ready.
it's just this. I don't know why this cell is a negative number, but it don't matter. Okay. I don't know.
All right,
Chris,
so right over there, say you tell me the teams, the do the 1 seed, so do like a 1 and then put the 4 next to it. Like the ones you give me. So who are the 1 seeds first?
what you mean? Oh, number the what? Yeah, you asking me?
You just tell me who the 1 seeds are.
All right,
You
team
tell me the
two,
numbers.
team two.
So team 2 is Purdue.
Yeah, buddy.
yeah,
Um,
buddy.
Team 9 is Houston.
hold on, let me um
No. Team 9 is UConn.
all right, so team 9 is UConn.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I doubled that. All right,
All right.
team 15 is Houston.
Team 15 is Houston.
Team 17 is Tennessee.
You got all those.
Yo, I'm telling you, man.
Bang those out.
Don't mess with me.
All right, give me your 2 seeds. So you already said 23 was Arizona.
First 2 seeds, team 23 is Arizona.
Yeah, that's Arizona.
All right, hold on.
JB,
Then what?
get that thing.
It don't mean nothing.
He's our bracketologist.
That ain't easy.
He's the Lenardi.
Yeah.
All right. What's the
I'm
next
that guy
number?
on TV with the khakis on and his shirt and tie that does the elections and the brackets.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so you need to have your board up here. You're like,
Yeah,
you're showing us for the segment.
All right. Now
All
these
right,
are tricky. think I think Team 10 is Iowa State.
Team 10's Iowa State.
Out.
Again. Again.
Say what, Joey?
Get that. You get that thing.
Team 11 will. Team 11. I'll be. That's a. If you get this one,
Net rating 13, BPI 13. Marquette?
Baylor.
No, Baylor. Okay. I wasn't even thinking about them. They're a 2 seed. I think
We are high on Baylor.
Yeah, they're a little too high. Then team 20. Team 20. I got no idea. Who you got here, team 20?
That's my boys, UNC right there.
That's Carolina.
Yeah. Carolina. Okay.
All right, who's the last 2 seed we got?
We had them all.
Iowa State, Baylor. Oh, right, Arizona. All right. Then you got who's your 3? Who's your 3 seeds? You got number 1. Who do you think?
Team 1, 20-9. Should just get a number 2. It has to be a team either in the SEC or a team in the Big 12. I'm thinking that is the team 1, Bama?
Yep, Bama.
Oh wow. Okay.
Hit it.
All right.
All right. What is it? Team 5. Joey, any guesses on 5?
Oh, team 5 is definitely. I think team 5 is It's definitely not Kansas. Team 5. Is it Duke?
Schedule.
Yep, Dukies.
Duke's got a 67 strength of schedule.
Yeah, playing the ACC. All right.
Wow.
Team 7 is probably Kansas.
Joey, any guesses on 7?
7.
Pretty tough schedule.
Tough schedule. It's got to be, as JB said, it's got to be a Big 12 team. Yeah, I agree. It's got to be Kansas.
Marquette.
Oh, that's Marquette. Oh, okay.
We were higher on Baylor and lower on Marquette, I guess.
Okay.
All right. What's the last one? Team 24. This might surprise you here a little bit.
Can't be a Big 12 team.
Either South Carolina or Kentucky.
Creighton.
Oh, Creighton. That's Buttons boys. All right.
Creighton Buttons will like that. All right. What's the number 4 we got? That's team 8.
Have we not? We haven't said Kansas yet? They haven't been put in yet?
No, we must not have liked them.
Wow.
Hold on.
Hey, this is that blind test, Joey.
I'm looking at it. I don't think we can pick Kansas, really. I think Kansas may be team 8, though. No?
Kansas team 8? Well, no, it can't. They can't. At a Big 12 team, Iowa State's SOS is, it's 34. Why? Baylor's is 4.
Baylor's
Houston's 15.
Who you guessing? You got to guess?
I think it's Kansas.
Joey?
Have we said Gonzaga yet?
No, you know Gonzaga is one of those 13.
Joey, Gonzaga are the ones with the third. Gonzaga and St. Mary's are the ones with the 13.
We didn't even put them in.
That's too easy.
Okay, gotcha.
It is Illinois.
Oh, yeah. Kansas get no love.
All right, team. What was the next team?
You know how I feel about Big 10 teams.
All right, so team 16. You guys got to guess?
BPI 50. It's definitely it's Dayton.
Joey, anybody?
You said Joey, anybody, just me and Joey here.
No, I'm saying anyone to get.
Okay, my bad.
Anyone else?
We're out of Big 12 teams, right?
No,
we're not out of Kansas, but Kansas is not. There's some stuff.
Kansas. You got BYU.
This one is South Carolina.
Yeah,
South Carolina.
The women?
No.
Dawn Staley led.
They're undefeated.
Yes, they are.
Wait, do we have too many 4s? How many 4s we got?
1, 2.
Scroll up.
No, we only got.
Okay, that's it then. All right, so the last that was right. Creighton was a 3. All right, so you got team 21. Let me see. All right, 21, and what's the other one? 22. All right, go ahead. Team 21. Who you got, Joey?
Let me look.
You looking at teams?
Yes, I definitely am.
Strength of schedule is probably an SEC team or a Big 12 team, because they got a 6 in the strength of schedule.
Kentucky?
That number 21 is finally your guys, Kansas.
Kansas.
They snuck in.
All right, Kansas.
22.
Kentucky.
They have been mentioned in this thing.
It's not Kentucky.
Not Kentucky.
BYU.
That's BYU. So you got to make a JB just another spreadsheet or whatever next time we have. See how much it changes off of this of just the 1 through 4s.
Okay.
So I'll read you the other teams real quick. So team
Hold on,
3 was the
hold on,
Zags.
hold on 1 second. Let me do something. Let me do something real quick. Let me clear all. Clear all. Then go with the blank. Ugh. I'm sorry.
You're good.
All blanks. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let me I did the wrong thing. Oh God. Select all. Okay. All right. Never mind. Just tell me who you got here.
All right, so team 3 is the Zags.
Gonzaga.
Wow, this is wide open. There's a lot of teams on here that can win this thing. A
Yeah.
lot.
All right. What's the next one?
The top 3 are good. Top 4 are good though. The top 3 are really good.
Yes. UConn is good. Houston's really good.
And Purdue is all 3 of those.
Yes.
Team 4 is Clemson.
Clemson. Ew.
Yeah, Clemson might sneak in.
Yeah.
Team 6, that's your boy Joey, Kentucky. That's where they're coming in.
Okay.
Blue Bloods.
Team 12 is Joey. You want to guess on team 12?
St. Mary's, Joey.
Yeah. That's St. Mary's.
Okay. You said that earlier, right?
Yeah, you could tell by the 13-0.
Okay.
Team 13 is Auburn.
Oh, okay.
1-7 against quad 1 win.
Wow.
Team 14 is Florida.
Beat Bama the other night.
Yep.
Team 18 is Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin? Oh, Michigan State. Okay, Wisconsin.
No, I didn't put Michigan State on here.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll read off real quick the what their rankings are. The number, what's that? 19. Team 19 is San Diego State.
Oh.
And that's it. So let me see. Hold on real quick. What was the playoff? Hold on, I saw it on here. So they're the 16 right now. Let's see how close we get to them. Purdue, they got their 1 seeds. Purdue, UConn, Houston, Arizona. We put Tennessee over Arizona. Their 2 seeds are UNC, Tennessee, Marquette, Kansas.
No way. There's no way Kansas is a 2 seed over the rest of the. They're like 6 in the Big 12. Go ahead.
Yeah,
The 3 seeds are Alabama, Baylor, Iowa State, Duke. How do we do on that? We got 3 of those.
Yeah, we got Duke. We got Duke and Bama.
Then we get Iowa State, or we put Iowa State
really at 2.
What do we had? We had Iowa State at 2.
Yeah, at a 2 seed.
Okay, and then the last ones are Auburn, San Diego State, Illinois, and Wisconsin.
So we got all those wrong, except for hold on. You told the teams that you called, they didn't even mention. It didn't mention. It did not mention Baylor or Iowa State.
Baylor was a
3. Yeah, Baylor and Iowa State were a 3.
Yeah.
It didn't mention.
So we're higher on Iowa State and Baylor than they are.
South Carolina,
lower on Kansas than they are.
South Carolina. BYU, what was Creighton at in there?
Creighton wasn't in there.
Exactly.
Ours is better.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Good. That's a good activity. It's going to help us with our brackets coming up.
Our CJ squared should be based off of these.
3 really good teams, but I think there are 10 to 12 teams in here that can cut the freaking nets down.
Yeah,
Good.
you look at
Cut the nets down.
All right, Joey, it's that time, my friend. It's time to make
No problem, JB.
time to make donuts, Joey.
No problem. Because we've gone back to back.
Back to back to back.
what that one guy say, too easy.
Too this now he said this gonna be easy.
This is gonna be easy.
He looked at
That's
the
good.
camera and said it too. At the
Sure
camera.
did. And he pointed. This is gonna be easy.
Man, that's funny.
Goodness.
That's Joey right now.
Absolutely. This is gonna be easy here. All right.
Candy from a baby.
That's exactly what this is gonna be. All right. You want let's go with the with the lock first.
With the lock. Lock it in,
Lock it.
Chris.
The lock is a 6-legger
Uh-oh.
plus
Ah!
218.
You 18? Oh, must be some heavy favorites in this one.
There are some heavy favorites, and we'll know early tomorrow afternoon because this is all international basketball.
Oh my goodness. He's doing international basketball.
There he is.
All
Goodness.
international basketball. All right. The first 2 teams are from the Israeli Basketball League. Okay. Heifel Atzman Playgrounds, hold on. Money line.
Dude, you gotta do some phonetics. What?
Hapoel.
Hapoel.
Atzman. Atsmon. Money line.
Okay. It's all money line?
All
There he is.
3 wise men.
Money line.
3 wise men of betting told me go with what works.
Yeah, bet on international basketball.
There it is. That's your wheelhouse.
Next game, the Israeli Basketball League. The same first name, Hoppel,
Mm-hmm.
Shlomo.
Oh, slow-mo.
S-A-L-O-M-O.
Oh,
Nice. Oh, slow-mo? Smell it?
It's Shlomo, Tel Aviv.
You gotta be betting on him slow-mo.
Money line.
Right here, man. The comedy show now. Go ahead.
All right. Next 2 are just from the men's EuroLeague basketball. Panathinaikos, money line.
So this Euro League, this is like teams from different countries playing each other.
Yes.
All right. Who you got?
Panathinaikos, money line.
Greek team, right?
Greek team.
Who they playing against?
They're playing against. Are they playing against either an Irish or an English team?
Oh, smoking them.
LDLC, Asvel, Lion, Villa. It may be that's probably French.
Yeah, Leon. Probably.
Yes, Leon.
Hey,
French.
spell the Greek teams. Spell it for me.
PANATH
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
INAIKOS.
Jeez, what kind of friggin' name is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Greek name for you. All right, go ahead. What's the next?
All right.
What's the
The second one, money line, Kazoo, CAZOO, Baskonia, BASKONIA. Stank on you, but take the stank off. Baskonia.
Take the stank off.
All right, money line, right?
Money line.
My goodness. All right, go
Oh,
ahead.
the
Last
stank
2
on ya.
games are from the Austrian Basketball League.
There we go.
Man. You digging. This right here is called digging in the freaking crates.
Baby. Swans Gamunden money line.
Juan Gamundi.
Swans Gamunden,
Swan, like a swan.
like a swan with an S on it.
Uh-huh.
Money line, and then Klosternerberg, Klostern,
Gloucester?
KLOSTERN
EERN.
EU Berg money line. Grand
There
total.
it is. That's that lock.
That this
Plus
is complete lock.
218. We got
Plus 218.
teams from Israel, 2 teams from the Hero League, and 2 teams from the Austria League.
I put $1 on it.
This one,
Oh.
I'm gonna post tomorrow when I get some time on the CJ Square Twitter.
I put $1 on this, JB.
A
Look
lot.
at- Oh, that's
I'm so
big. That's
confident
big.
in this.
That's
Okay.
so
Joey was putting that stank on you.
It's steak on you.
Put $1 on that thing.
All right. So what we doing with the big boy?
All right,
Let's-
the big boy is an 11-legger.
11 legs. You're getting close to hit. I mean, you've been right there a couple times.
I've been so close.
One team. And
So
it's all
close.
down to like 1 point.
Very close. Now this is plus 29.
Ooh. How much
Plus-
Mac is this?
2,900.
29.
I think you're supposed to say 29,000.
No, we ain't going there.
Goodness gracious.
There's a lot of college basketball tournament stuff going on. So
Okay.
I did put some of that in here. Let's see. Akron at Western Michigan. Akron money line.
This is all Friday, right?
All Friday.
Okay, Akron money line. Got it. Locked it in.
Locked it.
Asheville money line.
UNC Asheville.
UNC Asheville. Soon to be tournament champion UNC Asheville.
Okay. What conference are they in?
They're in the
They're in the conference that they're going to lose. Big South.
Big South. Okay.
You're the only one who picked them. Everybody else picked High Point.
Yeah.
The team lost like 1 game. Go ahead. Keep going.
Central Michigan money line.
Okay. Central Michigan.
Bowling Green money
Bowling-
line.
More Mac.
Toledo
Okay.
money line.
Fridays is return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac.
There it is.
Return of the Mac.
Hold on. Gardner Webb money line. The Aztecs of San Diego State money line. Loyola Marymount. This is a tough one because they're the 7th seed, but they're favored money line.
Who they playing against?
Portland.
Okay.
Threw a little bit of NBA in there. I got Pels at Philly. I'll take Pelicans money line.
What's his name? What's his name's out? Maxie.
Maxey's out.
Out? Oh, yeah. They're going to destroy them.
OKC at home against Miami money line. OKC.
Hey, OKC.
Only team OKC loses to at home is freaking Lakers.
I know.
And I'll take the Rockets at Portland. Rockets money
And
line.
the Rockets.
And the Rockets.
Grand total 2090.
You didn't want to mess with that Wizard Charlotte game?
Said 2090 or 29?
2090. 2009.
2090. Okay, good.
Which
All
one
right.
are you sweating, Joey? That Loyola?
Yes. Yes. I just don't know why they're the lower seed, but they're favored by 6.5.
Yeah, man, there's something going on. Maybe somebody got hurt. They ain't reporting on or something. Something is afoot.
6.5. I
You'll
thought that
take
was
it.
interesting.
You just need a win. You don't care about the cover.
Just give me the win.
Just give me that money line.
That's all I need.
All right, guys. I would stay on here and talk to y'all some more, but it's late. And I
Yes,
am
it is.
can't tell I am fighting the tiredness. There we go. Good show. I guess next week we'll be ready to talk about, the NCAA, some more NFL, maybe some things going down in the NBA. We know that the East is a wrap. Boston's going to win the East first place. The West is wide open.
Especially now with Minnesota.
We got with Minnesota losing Cat with a meniscus, and he already had the operation, Chris.
Oh.
Yeah, he went through he didn't do like Embiid and he waited a week or two and see, he did the operation.
Yeah.
So, and real talk, I'm supposed to have a meniscus operation myself.
Oh, yeah.
Doctor said, he said, well, you could be walking the same day. So, well, I'm not running up down the court carrying 260 pounds,
right,
and stuff like that. So, yeah. It's going.
It says time for repair for rehab time for a meniscus repair is 3 to 6 months.
The doctor told me some people don't need rehab. He said people like me, I don't know what he meant by that. 50 years old who aren't like morbidly obese, I guess. I don't know. It's like now you may need PT or something like that. You may not. It's like, well, okay. Yeah. Well, I was gonna wait until after I do my little nature bridge. You know how I do nature bridge, Joey.
Okay.
Go out there, and then after that I may do it. But anyway, yeah, but that's going on in the NBA, of course. Baseball regular season is about to start here soon.
There's a good time in sports.
Yeah. Hockey is still still going. Hockey is still going strong. I know the big matchup this weekend or last night, Edmonton and the two best teams, the Edmonton and who else? And the Bruins.
Yeah.
And the Bruins. So, yeah. A lot of stuff going
on. When is Augusta?
Coming up soon. We gotta get our golf on, Chris. Don't leave our golf out.
Yeah, we gotta make sure. That is April 8th.
Okay. I've already seen the commercials. What's the commercial you always play?
They always have that.
You hear the nice music.
Yeah. Sometimes you hear Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia. They always have that. Yeah, we'll have to get on that. Pick our Masters champs and usually do all the big tournaments we do.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's time.
All right,
great
people.
Time coming.
Y'all have a great evening, man. Take care of yourselves.
All right, guys.
All right, man. Peace.
Get that stank on you.
Stank on you.
All right.